1 is finally here. And this is my season. This is it. And this draft is, it's either boom or bust. I'm going all in, or I'm going to have to wild card real early. I'm ready to risk it. So when you see this draft, just know I'm willing to go for it. And a wild card by game week 2, because I'm probably not going to have a good team by then. But this is my year. This is the year. This is the year I go top 100K. But that being said, usually it's by stability. But anyway, this is my team. Let's go get it. All right, starting with the back line. Not the sexiest stuff to talk about first, but we got to do it. I'm starting with Sanchez in goal. He's someone I've had for like 6 years, every year in goal. With that schedule they have, I don't know how much I trust Chelsea's defense, but with the run of fixtures they have, him in goal, maybe I can get a couple clean sheet points, a couple saves here and there. Honestly, 5 mil, I'm just kind of just getting them. First, I'm going Tarkowski. A big part of this is because of defensive contributions. Now, I'm placing DEFCON low on my tier as far as how much I want to get a defender in, but he would have had like 44 points last year with DEFCON. That's more than one a game. Would have brought up to like I don't know the exact number, like 170. And if he would have had that, he would have had like 150 points last season. Now, the biggest thing I'm choosing for him, there's my squeak for the video, is he's got Leeds away to start. I like that. Brighton at home, Wolverhampton away. I think those 3 fixtures are really good. He's got to come away with 1, 2, maybe even 3, please 3 clean sheets in that. If he gets a clean sheet, DEFCON as well. That bonus is coming. Green arrows come. I might end up right before the deadline switching him out for a Nottingham Forest defender like a Murillo. But for now, it's Tarkowski. Now for the gamble, I'm going Frimpong. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, just be careful on him. He might not play right away. He might get benched. And the biggest thing you want for game week 1 is stability. You want to make sure you don't got to put no fires out right away. Bank a transfer going into game week 2. Those are massive things to have. Sure. I don't see a world where he's not starting all the time, right? I know a lot of talks to Bradley, but every time I talk to a Liverpool fan, they're always saying, dude, Frimpong's our guy. He's going to play. And then I look at his expected goal involvement for the past 3 seasons. At Leverkusen, this is what he had. 0.5 per 90, 0.64 per 90, and 0.4 per 90. If he could come anywhere near that with Liverpool, come on now. Come on. At 6 mil, having someone that's that attacking minded, going up the pitch with Salah, linking up with him, throwing in some crosses. Woo! I'm going to regret this, but I'm going for it right now. And then I'm going with Fondefen. Now, I don't trust Tottenham's defense all that much, to be completely honest. But at 4.5 mil, there's not many other options that I truly like. And they have a really good run of fixtures. Again, I don't know how much I trust them defensively, but if he can come away with a couple clean sheets over those first 4 game weeks, to me, I'm happy with that 4.5. That's my back line right now as it stands. I'm probably going to switch out Tarkowski. Well, I might switch out Tarkowski. I'm already debating it, making this video. Now for the sexy talk. The Sean Hansen story. Talking about some mids. So I actually have 1 mil in my bank right now. I got 6.5 mil SAR, as you see there. I can upgrade him to a 7.5. There's some really good 7.5s out there, like an Eze. I even think Semenyo is a great choice. So that's going to be my biggest, what do I do here? Do I go with SAR, or do I upgrade him a little bit? Right now, I'm just thinking save a mil, have it to float around, move it around. Right now, I'm just thinking I have him. I really like his game. He's looked so good in the preseason. I think, even last season, he's just a good player. At 6.5 mil, dude's a stud. I think with that price, I think he's the best around that range. I do like him a lot. I'm probably going to upgrade him to Eze right before the season starts. But I want to hear more about Eze going to potentially Arsenal, which it looks like we're running out of time to hear about that. But you never know. But for the biggest thing, I don't know why I didn't start with this. I didn't go with Mo Salah. No Salah. This is where it hurts. I've had Salah in my draft. He's the first name I put in my draft since day 1 when I downloaded this. And I decided to take him out just because 14.5 mil is so much to ask for. Like last year, he put up 344 points. He's only put up more than 300 one other time other than that. I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate 300 plus again this year. Obviously, I'm baking not because I don't have him on my squad. I hope he does. He's one of my favorite players of all time. But it's just so hard to justify 14.5 mil. When I started flirting around with the idea of maybe I get some other good players in and have a more balanced squad, but still have a couple people that I can captain, just got to get a little lucky. I really like that idea. And the more I look at it, the more I say, dude, this balanced squad just looks so much better than if I went with Salah and somebody else. Like, for example, I got Saka and Bowen. Those two combined are 18 mil. If I use that same funds, I'd have Mo Salah and a 4.5 mil striker, right? No, I would have less than a 4.5 mil striker. Those two costs less than it is for Mo Salah and a 4.5 striker. So I look at that and I go, maybe it is. Like, if I was to put... When I looked at this and said, actually, you know what, I'm going to try to put Salah back in, I had to take out Saka, I had to take out Bowen, I had to take out Wirtz. There's so much I had to do to accommodate that. So right now, I put it in, and honestly, I kind of like it. I'm going to be sitting here like this, watching the game on Friday when he scores his annual hat trick at Anfield to start the season. But for now, I like it. And I know a lot of people are saying, don't get Saka early on. His fixtures aren't there. And you look at his fixtures, and yeah, I look at his first few fixtures. He got United and Leeds. Honestly, I like those. He can definitely score in either one of those. Then he's got Liverpool away, Forest, City, Newcastle. City, I think, is tough. Liverpool is obviously tough, or those two obviously are tough. All those other games, I think that he can score in those. Like last season when he played, he was so consistent. He's always been consistent. He always finds a way to come away with an assist, a goal here and there. He didn't play that much minutes last season because he got hurt, obviously. But before that, he had 6 goals and 11 assists over 20 starts. The seasons before that, he's been at 230 points, 200 points, 16 goals and 12 assists, 14 goals, 12 assists. So I expect him to have double digits in both, and I think he's only getting better. He's just becoming a better player each year. The thing about it most, and I'm just being very biased because I love that man. He is my favorite player in the Prem. He's probably my favorite player in the Prem. I had to think about that for a second. I love his game. I have him on my squad. I think even with the bad run fixtures, Arsenal are just that good, right? Top 3 team for sure. Well, most likely. You never know what happens in Premier League. But they're most likely a top 3 team. Saka's going to be their best player. I got to put him on my squad. And then I'm going Cole Palmer. Everybody knows why you got Cole Palmer. The hardest thing for me is last year at the end of the half, his game started getting less fruitful. Or at the end of the season last year was less prolific. I think a part of that was just teams are game planning specifically to take him out of the game, and it worked. Right now, I don't think you do that with all the help you've gotten around him. I think they're going to change tactics a little bit. I think Palmer's going to figure it out a little bit more. I think he's going to come out of the season and show everyone why he was that good last year. I think he's going to be back to that Cole Palmer. And then I went with Wirtz. I was critical of Wirtz, but that was only because of one thing. I hadn't seen him play for Liverpool yet. In America, we do not get preseason games to watch, so I got to go on YouTube and watch it. I was busy watching a lot of other stuff. I finally got around to Wirtz. Dude, that guy can ball. That guy is disgusting with the ball at his feet. The runs I saw him making with the ball and off the ball were brilliant. The way that when the second he collects the ball, it's Velcro to his foot. He already puts it, one touches it right to where he wants to go. It looks like he doesn't even break stride when he gets the ball, when he gathers the ball. He is sick. And then you link that up with most likely Gakpo on the left, Salah up top, Edekeke, or even Isak up top. Him playing in that center attacking mid role. You got Szoboszlai, Mac 10 behind him, Frimpong creating. Like, they have so many good attacking weapons, and he's literally in the center of it all. So if he just keeps putting himself in those good positions, which it seems like he is, he's going to come away with assist after assist after assist. Goal, goal, goal. And the thing on top of that is to put me in that Liverpool lineup that I think is just going to go crazy. Again. Now for the front 3. This is where I love it, man. This is where I'm like, yeah! I think there's so many good striker options this year. There's so many good options up top that I think 3-man front line is the way to go. Because you have, like for me, as you can see here, obviously, Bowen, Gyökeres, Watkins. Studs. The only one there that hasn't proven himself in the Prem is Gyökeres. Then I'm just taking a gamble on him. Now I could change him out, swap him out for somebody that I think is also a great striker, like a Mateta. I could throw in a Wood there. Pause. But there's a lot of good strikers out there. And so Gyökeres, I think he's going to be great for Arsenal. Arsenal's biggest thing for me when I watch them play, or one of their biggest things, is they didn't have a talisman up front. Now they got Gyökeres up there, just a clinical player. I think that him and Saka are just going to go crazy this year. And both have very good prices. Then Watkins. Watkins has been crazy every year. Like, you look at his seasons. Over the past few seasons, Watkins had 15 goals, 8 assists. 19 goals, 18 assists. 16 goals, 8 assists. And then you look at their fixtures. Newcastle, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Everton, Sunderland, Fulham, Burnley. That's incredible. I think the hardest game in there is probably Crystal Palace because I'm really high on them to start the season. A little bit of bias because I live there. But that run of fixtures that Ollie Watkins has, his history that he's had in the Premier League, I think he's just going to go crazy. And then I got Jared Bowen, who, again, I think is being slept on. This guy needs to be talked about more as one of the better players in the Prem. These last couple seasons, 16 goals, 6 assists, 13 goals, 11 assists. He's right around that 200 points every season. He's right around that 200 points over the 3 of the past 4 seasons. His run of fixtures he has to start: Sunderland, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, Everton. A good run of fixtures for someone who's just so clinical. Their talisman, just an absolute beast. But it's West Ham. How good are they going to be? That's the question. This is where I look at Bowen, and as much as I love him, and that left foot's crazy, do I swap him out, bring him down to, again, like a Mateta, and then see if I can save that money and go upgrade somewhere else? I don't know. But right now, I just look at that front three and I go, ooh, yeah, baby. But anyway, that's my draft. I went with no Salah. It's crazy for me to say out loud that I don't have Salah or Haaland in my draft, and it can absolutely wreck me those first couple game weeks. Or I could be sitting there pretty after 2, or I could be sitting there come game week 2, game week 3 and saying, hey, I know Salah scored a lot of points, but the guys I had in instead scored the same or more, right? Hopefully more. If it was the same, I would just put in Salah. But that's my lineup. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be live streaming on Thursday. I don't know if this is going to be updated by then. I'm probably actually going to post this after I stream. But thanks everyone for watching. Take some time every day to make someone smile as always. And let's have a great game week 1. And a great game week. And a great season. Let's go.